Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien on Friday, August 30th, 2024. And today's commentary is on your election coming up on November 5th. Well, now that Vice President Harris has done her first interview on CNN, supposedly, I watched an hour and a half of nothing. And I thought that Donald Trump was bad. And here's what I'm telling you Americans. Neither candidate has your personal initiative and what you need for a good society in mind. Let's take Ms. Harris first. She says she's there for the future and to help the middle class. That means the upper and the lower class are on their own. In this class system, I thought that the caste system went out centuries ago or millennia ago. But we still have the old Pharaoh type of system here in the United States, where in the old days the Pharaoh and his cronies controlled everything about the Egyptian society. Here, it's either the Republican Party or the Democratic Party controlling everything about the American society. Is that what your forefathers envisioned? No. And when she says, I'm not promoting today, I'm promoting the future. Well, for Ms. Harris and the former President Trump, I say this to you guys. You have to fix today before you can get to the future. And by the time you get there, it becomes the present. So you have to fix it again. The future is never obtainable. When you look 20 years from now, what you consider the future today versus what it was then, it's the actions that you took on a daily basis. That is the future. The past is what you messed up or did, and it stays in the past. Ms. Harris says, oh, well, I'm going to give you, leave for personal leave for this, personal leave for that. We got to bring back women's reproductive rights and right to abortion, that the government shouldn't decide what they got to do with their bodies. Wow. She doesn't understand what government is, and you don't understand what a society is, let alone comprehend it. What is to be an American? Donald J. Trump don't get it, and she definitely don't get it by her interview that she had with Donna Bash. Your system, like I keep on harping at you, which you guys don't comprehend, is composed of three things. Number one, your declaration. 2, your prime directive. And 3, your doctrine. Your Declaration of Independence. You promote what you call human rights. You don't know what that is, and you still don't know what that is. Your prime directive, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't have it in front of me, says to promote the general welfare and to check the common defense, provide for the common defense, I think is what it says, and for posterity. Promote the general welfare. neither party, ever since the 1854 and the Democrats before that since 1800, have never understood what promote the general welfare is. Republicans don't understand it either. Promote the general welfare is not a welfare state. Provide for the common defense, and the Republicans have a gripe, which I don't like Republicans, and I don't like Democrats, but they have a common gripe with Ms. Harris when they say she didn't promote the common defense and the border. There are some tough decisions you got to make on that, Vice President Harris, and neither you nor Trump want to make it. Promote the general welfare means that you got to make American into society, and you don't have that. You got slash this, slash that, enclave here, enclave there. That's what you got. You don't have an integrated American society. And the doctrine, the Constitution, provides for a system of government for the 18th century. And like Mr. Jefferson said, half a loaf is better than no loaf at all, because he knew he had to fix it. You had to fix it for the 19th, you had to fix it for the 20th, and you had to fix it for the 21st century. And you have not done an iota on that. You have put your views, values, and political opinions in the Constitution which don't belong there. The United States. Oh, well, democracy. The United States is not a democracy. It's a federal republic. It has democratic values, which is different than democracy. Do you understand that, Americans? You have democratic values, but you're not a democracy. There is no such thing as democracy on this planet today. None. But you got a lot of autocratic and totalitarian systems. Heck, look at Venezuela. They had a system where they had an election. The guy knew he lost, but he wanted to do what Trump never did: stay in power. So what did he do? He's throwing people in jail. You don't bow to my demands, then I'm going to force you in jail, or better still, kill you in jail, till you force the public, that's the people I'm ruling over, that I am who I am. That's what the Iranians are doing with the mullahs over there in Iran, and the Communist Party in China, and Vladimir Putin's trying to do in Russia, although he's got a lot of people that they don't like him over there. And the Russians are a minority in their federation. Boy, what a pain, huh? But here in America, neither one of your candidates is saying, oh, well, this is what we need to do, people. If I were doing a presidential interview with Dana Bash, I would have said, well, Dana, here's our problem. Number one, border. Our preamble to the Constitution says promote or provide for the common defense. Okay, so for the border, which is the common defense, we have to make sure that nobody comes in unless we tell them to, and in our terms. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to shut the border down for the next 4 solar years. We are going to tell the governments of the world that you can't come in unless you have a previous visa established with an American embassy in your country, and you can come and go as you please to the United States. But new people coming in We require you to know our system, know our language, know our laws, and abide by them.